Hello, fellow Python explorers. Welcome to another exciting adventure in the Python programming world. Today we're going on a treasure hunt, and our secret weapon is Python sets. But first, let's break it down. What exactly is a set in Python? Well, think of it as a special container that can only hold unique items, and it doesn't care about their order. You can create a set by putting your items inside curly braces sao, or by using the set function. Now let's dive in. We want to create a set to hold our precious treasures. I am creating a set and we'll call it treasure chest. And we want it to store gems, coins, diamonds, and jewels. To do this, we simply list these items inside curly braces after our variable name. There you have it. We have created a set. But guess what? There's another way to make a set using the set constructor. Let's say we have a list called jewels, with items like diamond, platinum, and gold. Now, we can create a set called treasure using the set function. Let's create a set called treasure and the set constructor. Now we put our list's name inside the parentheses, and voila, we have another set. Now, here's the fun part. Let's check if these two are really sets. We'll use the print and type functions to find out. Print type treasure and print type treasure chest. When we run our code, boom! There you have it. They are indeed set data types. So, Python adventurers, you've just learned how to create sets in Python. Stay tuned for more adventures in the world of Python programming. Let's explore how to retrieve items from a set. Now, inside your treasure chest, you have gems, coins, and jewels, but they aren't numbered like in a list. You can't say, "Give me the second jewel." Here, we cannot access set items by referring an index position because sets in Python are unordered. Instead, you use a magic spell called a for loop to go through each treasure one by one. Let's take a look at how we can use a for loop to check out each treasure one by one in our treasure chest. What we're doing here is like going through your collection of treasures, where each item gets its moment in the spotlight. Now, we use the print function to display each treasure's details. We're all set, and now, let's see the magic when we run this enchanting code. Boom! Isn't it fascinating? The for loop helps us uncover each treasure in our chest one after another. It's as if you're inside a cave discovering each gem and coin as they come into view. Whether you're a treasure hunter or a Python adventurer, this for loop is your trusty spell for exploring the hidden riches within your Python sets. Let's talk about changing items in a set. Imagine you have a magical treasure chest and inside it you've put a bunch of shiny, precious gems. These gems represent the items in our set. Now I'll explain two important concepts: mutability and adding new items. What is mutability? In the world of sets, mutability means whether you can change the items once they're inside the set or not. Sets are like enchanted chests that don't like their treasures to be messed with. So, once you put a gem, item, into the chest, set, you can't take it out or replace it with a different one. Now we will explore about adding new items into a set. Even though sets don't let you change existing gems, they love to accept new ones. To add a new gem to your magical chest, you can use the add method. It's like you're using magic to put a new shiny gem inside the chest. Now, let's see this in action with a real-time example. Imagine you have a set called My Treasure Chest, filled with 3 gems, a red ruby, a green emerald, a blue sapphire. Now, let's say you find a sparkling yellow diamond and want to add it to your treasure chest. So, just type your set name and use the add method to do that, insert your sparkling yellow diamond. All right, now I'm eager to find out how many items are in my set. To do that, I'll use the print function to show the items on the screen. Let's run this code and discover the result. Ta-da! You've added a new item, the yellow diamond, to your magical chest without changing the other gems already inside. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments. If you found this information helpful, consider liking and subscribing. let's continue our journey and explore another exciting concept together. Let's dive into the concept of adding items from one set into another using the update method. Imagine you have two treasure chests, each filled with different types of magical gems. These chests represent your sets, and you want to combine the treasures from both chests into one big, spectacular collection. Now let me explain how this works. The update method is like a powerful spell that allows you to take all the gems from one set and transfer them into another set. It's like pouring all the treasures from one container into another. Here, set 1, that is, chest 1, contains rubies, emeralds, and sapphires, and set 2 contains diamonds, amethysts, and topazes. Now, you want to merge the treasures from chest 2 into chest 1 to create a grand collection. You can use the update method to do that. Simply type the name of your first set, let's call it chest 1, add a dot, and then select the update method. Inside the parentheses, put the name of your second set, that is, chest 2. That's all you need to do. To unveil the grand treasure, let's use the print function to display it on the screen. Now, run this code and witness the magic unfold before your eyes. Magic happens. Chest 1 now holds all the gems from chest 2, and you have one big treasure trove containing rubies, emeralds, sapphires, diamonds, amethysts, and topazes. So, using the update method is like combining the contents of two treasure chests into one, making your collection even more fantastic and valuable. It's a magical way to expand your sets. Keep in mind that the object you put inside the update method doesn't have to be a set. It can be any iterable object, such as a list or a tuple. Let's explore the concept of removing items from a set using the remove and discard methods. Imagine you have a collection of magical creatures in a zoo, and you want to remove some of them from their enclosures. These magical creatures are like the items in our set, and you can use special methods to release them back into the wild. Here are the two methods we'll use. First one, remove method. Think of the remove method as a zookeeper with a checklist. When you use remove, you're telling the zookeeper to find a specific creature, item, and release it. If the creature, item, isn't in the zoo, the zookeeper will get upset and may even shout at you in the form of an error. Second, discard method. The discard method is a friendlier zookeeper. You ask them to release a creature, item, but if it's not there, they simply move on without causing any fuss. No errors, no shouting. Let's see some practical examples. So you have a set of magical creatures in your zoo. Now let's say you want to remove the phoenix from your magical zoo. So to do that, you can use the remove method like this. Here, we are using a variable name that represents a set. In this case, it contains magical creatures that reside in a zoo, and now calling a method called remove on the magical zoo set. Inside the parentheses of the remove method, you specify the item you want to remove from the set. In this case, you want to remove the magical creature named Phoenix. That's it. The zookeeper will find the Phoenix and set it free. But if you're not sure if a creature like a mermaid exists in your zoo, you can use the discard method like this. A variable name representing a set, just like in the previous explanation, and calling a method called discard on the magical zoo set. Inside the parentheses of the discard method, you specify the item you want to remove, or more accurately, discard from the set. In this case, you want to check if the magical creature named Mermaid is in the set and potentially remove it if it exists. All right, it's time to show the updated creatures after removal using print function. When you run this script, it will create a magical zoo with some creatures. Boom! Phoenix disappeared. So whether you want to confidently remove a specific item or just check and avoid errors, the remove and discard methods are like your trusty zookeepers for managing your magical set of creatures. All right, now explore the concept of a clear method in Python sets. Imagine you're the proud owner of a magical backpack. This backpack can only hold unique items, which means no duplicates allowed. You want to keep track of all the fantastic creatures you encounter on your adventures: dragons, unicorns, and griffins. To do this, you decide to use a Python set, which is like a special container that holds unique items. Now, here comes the tricky part. What if you want to empty your magical backpack and start fresh? That's where the clear method comes into play. In Python, a method is like a special action that you can ask an object to perform. So, the clear method is like a spell you can cast on your magical backpack to make it completely empty. Here's how you'd use it in Python. First, mention the name of the variable that holds your set. In our case, it's magical backpack. After the variable name, add a dot to connect it with the set operation we want to perform. Now choose the clear method. It's like selecting a special action for our set. That's it. This will make all the contents disappear from your set. Want to check what's inside your set? After using the clear method, you can use the print function to display its contents on the screen. Finally, it's time to run the code. There you go. Our backpack is completely empty. In this example, magical backpack started with 3 creatures inside it. But when we used the clear method, it magically removed all the creatures, leaving us with an empty backpack. Think of it like a reset button for your set. It's handy when you want to start fresh or when you're done using a set and want to free up space for new adventures. I hope you found the explanation enjoyable. If you did, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Feel free to ask any questions or share your suggestions. Now let's dive into our next exciting topic. Okay, Python enthusiasts, let's make learning about joining sets in Python. Imagine you're a master chef and you're preparing a magnificent feast for a grand banquet. You have 2 magical ingredient sets, set A and set B. Each set contains unique and special ingredients that you want to combine to create the most extraordinary dishes. Now, you have 2 options to bring these sets together: the union method and the update method. Both of these methods help you combine the ingredients, and they're super handy because they automatically make sure you don't use the same ingredient twice. First, we will see about union method. Think of the union method as a recipe to create a brand new set with all the unique ingredients from both set A and set B. It's like making a brand new list of ingredients for your magical dishes. Here we have set A and set B. These are 2 sets in Python. Think of them as containers that hold unique items. In this example, set A has 3 fruits: apple, banana, cherry, and set B has 3 different items: cherry, date, fig. Here, you're using the union method on set A to combine it with set B. The union method is like a magical recipe that creates a brand new set containing all the unique items from both sets. The result of using union is assigned to a new set called set C. So, set C will contain all the unique ingredients from set A and set B, without any duplicates. When you print or examine set C, you'll find that it contains the items from both sets. It includes all the unique ingredients from both set A and set B. All right, it's time for some magic. Let's cast a spell by running this code and see the enchanting result waiting for us in set C. What mysteries lie within? Let's find out. Voila! Behold, we now have a collection that includes items from both sets, and it's clever enough to exclude any duplicates. Magic at work. And as we've previously discussed in this session, we've already covered the secrets of the update method. It's another marvelous technique to bring items from different sets together, serving as an alternative way to join sets. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments below. If you found this information helpful, a thumbs up and a subscription would be greatly appreciated. Now, let's dive into another exciting concept. Let's demystify the concept of keeping only duplicates in Python sets. Imagine you're hosting a magical party and your guests are all bringing their favorite wizarding books. You have 2 magical bookshelves, Shelf A and Shelf B, and each shelf contains a unique collection of books. Now, you want to create a shared reading space on a third shelf, shelf C, but you only want to keep the books that are duplicated on both shelves A and B. That way, everyone at the party can enjoy the same books together. This is where the intersection update method comes into play. It's like a spell you can cast on shelf A to magically transform it into shelf C, filled only with the books that appear on both shelves A and B. Here, shelf A and shelf B are our sets. Think of them as bookshelves with different books. All right, it's time for some magical bookshelf rearranging. To use the intersection update method, let's begin by focusing on shelf A. Imagine you're selecting a spell, and you need to specify the target, shelf A. Now, as the magical incantation, you'll choose intersection update, and within the magical parentheses, place shelf B. This enchanting combination will transform shelf A into something truly unique. This line of code is instructing Python to perform the intersection update operation on shelf A. In other words, it's telling Python to update shelf A with only the items that are present in both shelf A and shelf B. The intersection update method compares the contents of shelf A with the contents of shelf B and keeps only the items that exist in both sets. After this line of code is executed, shelf A will be modified to contain only the items that are duplicates between shelf A and shelf B. Any items in shelf A that are not in shelf B will be removed from shelf A. There you go. So, in simple terms, intersection update is like performing a magical transformation on shelf A, making it include only the items that are also found on shelf B. It's a way to create a new collection that contains the common items shared between two sets or shelves. Here we encounter another enchanting method known as the intersection method. This method works like a magical filter, creating a brand new set that holds only the items that exist in both sets. However, there's a subtle difference. The intersection method conjures a new set, while the intersection update method, on the other hand, is more like a mystical transformation spell. It doesn't create a new set. Instead, it reshapes the existing one to contain only the common elements. All right, everyone, that's a wrap for today. We've delved into the captivating world of sets and their mesmerizing methods. If you've got any burning questions or want to explore even more, please drop them in the comment section below. But hold on tight, because the magic doesn't end here. Our journey through Python is far from over. In our next session, get ready to unravel the fascinating realm of dictionary data types. Thank you for joining us on this enchanting voyage of learning. If you've been spellbound by the wonders of Python's set methods and yearn for more mystical adventures in the realms of programming and technology, make sure to subscribe. By subscribing, you keep the magic alive, ensuring you don't miss any of our future enchanting discoveries.